Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're making some no yeast protein bread out of cottage cheese and eggs. I know, crazy, right? But that's not all. I'm gonna tell you all of the platforms that I currently make money on as a full-time content creator, because in the last video, if you guys watched it, I was speaking about all the brands that I work with that I don't actually post on my own social media, and a lot of you guys were asking me questions. So while I'm trying to make this protein bread, something that I've actually never done before, I've actually never made a loaf of bread, so this is the first time. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out in this video. But as I'm doing this, I'm gonna explain every single platform that I make money on as a full-time content creator. So let's get baking. In a blender, 1 egg. Then we're going to put a half cup of egg whites. That's it, it's about a half cup. And then we got 1 cup of cottage cheese. Honestly, I use cottage cheese for a lot of things because it's high in protein. Like even when I do soup recipes and stuff like that, if you haven't seen my soup recipes, I would definitely check those out. But instead of using cream, I use cottage cheese and just blend it up, throw it in there. A little extra protein, definitely never hurt anybody. So 1 cup of cottage cheese in here, and then we're gonna blend all this together. I'm a baker. I'm a baker now. Now in a bowl, we're gonna add our cottage cheese and egg mix, 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And apparently that's it. So I was told that you want it to be like a little bit sticky, and I feel like that's definitely sticky. If it's too runny, add a little bit of flour. If it's like too dry, add a little bit of milk. But this honestly looks perfect. Now, you're probably wondering about those platforms that I make money on, right? How do I survive? How do I pay my bills, right? Well, let me turn on the oven first, okay? 350. We're gonna bake this for 40 minutes, I think. I really hope that this works out because honestly, I really do like a slice of bread with a bit of butter on that. You know, maybe like a little bit of peanut butter, like a lot of peanut butter and some jam. That's my favorite. Oh my God. Like, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do after this. If this works out well, we're doing slice of toast, peanut butter, jam, banana sliced up on the top of it, drizzle of honey, and some cinnamon. If you guys haven't tried that yet, oh my God, it's so good. I'll show you guys later. But make sure that you oil up your, I don't even know what to call this, honestly. I don't bake, okay? But we're gonna add in our, I guess you would call this dough? I don't know, into here. But you're probably wondering about the platforms that I use to make money as a full-time content creator, because on the last video, I was explaining to you guys how I work for a lot of different brands and I film a lot of different content that I don't post on my own social media. And we're gonna get to that, okay? But let me just have patience. Jeez, guys. Let me just put this in here first, okay? I gotta focus. You wanna see it? What do you guys think? Is it gonna work? Do I just do it flat like this? I don't know, man. Maybe put like a little bit of oil on it. I don't know. I don't do this, man. I don't do this baking stuff. I try sometimes and a lot. Yeah, that kind of looks a little bit better. We got the bread in the oven, okay? But let's get to business. Where do I make my money as a full-time content creator? Well, let's get to that, okay? In the last video, I don't know if you guys watched it, but basically I was talking about I film a lot of content for brands that I don't post on my social media, and that's where like most of my money comes from. Now, I do make money on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, but a lot of my money comes from filming content for brands that I don't post. Now, there is a lot of different platforms out there, a lot of different agencies. These are just the top 5 that I've been using in the last couple of years, and even right now, to make money almost every single week. Now, Influi is one, Vidovo, Coverly Creators, Incense, and The Plug. These I've been kind of like cycling through, and I kind of like to dip my toes in a lot of different platforms because it keeps me busy and there's always jobs coming, you know what I mean? But each platform is different in their own way. But the one key thing is your portfolio, basically like your resume. So on my portfolio on each platform, right, you'd go there, you see a picture of me, and then it's like the best videos that I have done. Well, what I think that I have done. Now, I like to make it a little bit diverse. So like we got a gym video. We got a video of me cooking. We got a video of me doing a restaurant style video. We got a video of me in the podcast room, kind of like talking to the camera. We got a lifestyle video. We got like a funny skit sort of video. I like to just make it diverse because that kind of opens you up to more opportunities with more different brands. Now, that being said, if you are just looking for cooking partnerships, right? Then you would want your top 10 cooking videos on your portfolio. Does that make sense? So basically on Influi, right, there's campaigns that'll come up on the feed. And I basically bid on those campaigns. Let's say it's something like this milk, okay? I see this, I'm like, oh, I want to partner with the milk. So I go in, I bid my price, you know, $200, $300, $400, whatever your price is. And then I normally, like, once I bid on it, I message that brand. I say, hey, listen, I freaking love milk, right? And I would do a really fantastic job of drinking this glass of milk and talking about how amazing this milk is. And then they either decline or they accept, right? A lot declines. Like, that's why you just got to be constantly bidding on jobs, because you never know which one is actually going to accept you. And when they do accept you, then you have like 7 days to upload your content. Normally they give you like a script, a brief about the product. You film it, you pass it in. If they like it, they accept it, boom, you get paid. If they don't like it, you might have to do a revision. So like, there's a lot of time where you're kind of like messaging brands back and forth, doing revisions for your videos if there's something that they don't like and stuff like that. But basically that's it, right? So like I said, Influi, Incense, The Plug, Coverly Creators, and Vidovo. So Coverly Creators is kind of different as well in their own way, because they just post briefs on their platform, and you can just go in and decide which one that you're gonna do. Okay, oh, I like that one. Okay, I'll film that one. You apply, you're accepted right away. You start filming, you pass it in, you get paid. So I've been doing that through these 5 platforms, and I've been making money doing that over the last couple of years. I'm also with a couple different agencies as well that basically they're always just sending me videos. I don't apply for them. They're just like sending me videos. So when I first got into this, I wasn't really good at it. You know, like I definitely could make a good video, but like reading scripts, remembering lines, kind of doing the acting and all this stuff, like it was really cheesy if I'm being honest. But I do feel like I have gotten a lot better, and as I am growing and as I am getting better, there's just more opportunities and more brands that are wanting to work with me. So like when I first started out, I wasn't making anything really. Like I was honestly just struggling. I wasn't struggling, but like the money was not great. Like I left a full-time $100,000 job to come create content. Now I didn't leave that job to come do this. I was off kind of just figuring it out for a couple months, and then this just kind of fell into my lap, like I told you in the last video. Shout out Cass again. But yeah, like just the more I kind of got into it, the more I realized like there's just a lot of brands that want to work with you. Now, that being said, I also make money through Instagram, social media, all that stuff. Here's the thing I really want to pinpoint, okay? If you don't need a following to do all of this work that I was just talking about on all these platforms. You really don't need a following. You just have to be good at presenting yourself, good at filming, good at editing, good at talking to the camera, right? But the partnerships that I get on Instagram and Facebook, all of these brands, like they really just care about your numbers. That's it. What kind of engagement you got, how many likes you're getting, how many shares, how many follows, all that stuff. Now, if you do have somewhat of a following, or if a brand reaches out to you, right? A lot of brands will try to really sell you short. They'll be like, oh, let's give you a free product for some content. Oh, sure, right? Like, especially when you're just starting out. Oh my God, it sounds amazing. But you got to think, if you got 10,000 followers, right? Just say your engagement is pretty high. This company is like giving you some free stuff, and you got to do a bunch of content and talk about it. You're introducing this to your following, right? How many of those people, just say 1,000 people watch the video. Maybe 5 is interested, they click on it, they might buy something. You're bringing value to that company. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of these companies are just trying to get free content, which I totally get it. But if you have anywhere of a big, like just say myself, right? If a brand comes to me, they want to do a free product, I'm not doing it, because lately my Facebook page has honestly been crazy. The engagement is nuts, and I know the value that comes with those numbers. And I know, like, if I do a video and it gets 100,000 views, there's a lot of people that's either gonna want to go to your restaurant, want to try your product. So like, there's a lot of value in that. So all I'm saying is, if you're getting into this world, never sell yourself short. And I did that for a very long time. Trust me. I did so many jobs and videos where I just thought it was like, oh my God, like I'm working with this brand, and I wasn't getting compensated for the work that I was actually putting into it. So I just want to say, never sell yourself short. So I think I covered everything. If you got any questions about this at all, let's reach out to me, hit me up in the comments. But I'm gonna let this bake for another 30-40 minutes, and hopefully hopefully it turns out well. So stay tuned. It actually looks good. Just wait. Patience again. You don't have any patience ever. All you guys are just want quick, fast now. That's why you're on YouTube, because you got patience. Okay. Yeah. Are you seeing this? Come on. This is my first loaf of bread. It looks pretty good. I can't wait to try this. But we gotta let this cool. We gotta let this cool for a bit. I'm just gonna let this sit for like 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna try it. What do you guys think? This is my first loaf of bread. I mean, it's just a little mini one. Just a little mini bread. Okay, I'm gonna actually, let's just try it first before I'm gonna make the banana thing I was talking about earlier in the video. Let's try it. It tastes like bread. And pop this in the toaster, okay? What? You want some too? Brother loves it. Up. I want that bread, Daddy. Give me your peach, please. Take it really nice. Take it really nicely.
Little likes it too. That's a very tasty treat for me. I like that bread, Dad.
First up, you're gonna want your peanut butter, your jam. Put some slices of banana over the top of that, a little bit of cinnamon, and a drizzle of honey. And honestly, delicious. You guys gotta try this, right, brother? Brother loves it. Little loves it. And you guys are gonna love this too. I think this video was a success. We did the high protein bread. Turned out pretty well. Little mini loaf of bread, you know, with the high protein sweet treat. I didn't even think we were gonna make this, but here we are. You know, we talked about how we can make money. If you guys got any questions at all, please hit me up. But most importantly, you know what I'm gonna say? You guys know. If you made it this far, I freaking love you. Make sure, give me some feedback. That's what I love the most. Honestly, when I make a video, you guys give me some feedback on how you liked it. It just helps me make videos better in the future, right? So do all the like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure that you try this. Trust me, you're gonna love it, right? Well, I think so too. You guys have a good day. Peace.